What's up, guys? So this video today is going to be a little different than my normal nerdy stuff, my Q&A and all that jazz. This is something I was going to just type about and post about, but it's a little wordy, so I figured a quick video would be a lot easier. So today I was tagged in a post about coaching, about just a lot of newer coaches and younger coaches getting into the industry and just some of the problems that have arisen with that, as far as just maybe people overstepping their bounds in terms of coaching above their experience levels and what have you. And I'm not going to get into any of that discussion. I'm not, there was a big long thread about it, some great points in there. So I'm going to kind of leave that alone. But just something I kind of wanted to touch on a little bit in terms of the coaching industry as a whole, and just the fact that it is very saturated now. There are a lot of and normally when I see these types of discussions, it's just, oh my gosh, there's all these terrible coaches out there, and I'm just so sick of getting inquiries from people, and their coach left them high and dry, and their coach, and their coach did this, and I can't believe some of the recommendations they made. I can't believe that they've done all these things to, compromise their health. And guys, I get all of that. And any coach out there that's worth their salt, any good coach out there that really cares about their clients, they get it. They've gotten these inquiries. They've gotten a million of them. I've gotten them. Like all the people I mentioned, they've gotten them. Not talking names. No need to do any of that. We all get it. Yeah, it happens. It's very unfortunate. Unfortunately, all that stuff happens, and it's going to continue to happen. And it happens in any industry. There'll be a lot of fly-by-night people. There will be a lot of people that want to make money quick. People that want to use people that have a certain amount of upper echelon clients or whatever that do promote their business very well, and they don't really care about the low guy, and you got all this shady stuff going on. And then people that just aren't that good, that do recommend a lot of things that are very dangerous, or maybe they have too many clients, and they and they just don't care enough, and they just kind of do more with the client instead of better. They do more. Why? Because they just don't have the time to put into it, or they don't want to put the time into it. It could be a whole number of things. And a lot of the guys that I mentor, or a lot of like people that I would consider my friends and stuff that I've run into at some of the seminars I spoke at and some of the seminars that I've gone to. We discuss all this stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on inside the industry, but it's there, it is what it is. You can't help everyone. You're not going to be able to help everyone. You got to help the people when they come to you. You got to try to put out the good word when you can, and try not to, spread a bunch of negativity. But that's kind of my message with the video, is that I try to put a spin on it. I try to put a positive spin on it. And this is really how I view the industry. All of that stuff aside, there's a lot of really good coaches in the industry. And by a lot, it's still, in comparison to all the people that consider themselves coaches, as a percentage, really, really good is probably a very small percentage. But my point being is that there are good coaches. There are really good coaches, people that are very smart, people that are compassionate, people that are, I'm sorry, I should probably use the word passionate, people that are passionate about what they do, people that provide great service, people that are willing to go the extra mile for their clients, people that obviously that get results as well. So the reason I bring this up is because these are the people that I like to focus on, and that's because they motivate me. And maybe the word motivate's not the right word, because I'm a pretty like level person most of the time, and I don't really get super motivated by a lot of things. I don't, it's not like I follow one person in particular and they motivate me to do better. But what I guess I would say is that they keep me honest. It's like I want to be one of the best coaches, I want to be right up there with all those people. So, and there's going to be people that I'm sure agree with me here, is that it just really, it's like, man, it's competitive, you want to earn your spot in there. And it's not that you're trying to gloat and be better than other people, but you do want to earn your spot because you want to, like, people that are coaching full time, like myself, like that's your livelihood, that's your business, that's your brand. You are trying to continuously build that. I'm not looking to just, do okay now. Like, this is my career. I want to continue building on it, keep adding to my my repertoire, keep speaking at seminars, educating people, coaching clients, doing different things and building the business and building my worth. And other people that are in that same position, they're probably going to say something pretty similar, in that they are just looking to get better at everything. And when they see these other people doing it, it's like, man, I need to keep hammering. For me, sometimes I'm like, it's not always just one person, because people, like, these things take time. But I follow, or I'm friends with, or whatever the social media algorithm is, and whatever they want to spit out, it seems like that algorithm knows. It's like, hey, look what so and so's doing. Look what so and so's doing. You better keep your shit up. You better keep on it. You don't want to fall behind. So whether that's from an educational standpoint, whether that's from a service standpoint, whatever, I got to keep hammering. So that keeps me in the mindset to make sure I do things like my Q&As, and make sure that I put out my content, and make sure that I'm doing good on the podcasts, and making sure that I'm providing the best service. I'm not just going through the motions with people. Make sure that I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing, like all these things, and going above and beyond, because I know that there's two things happening out there. I know that there's people that aren't doing that I'm going to surpass, and I'm going to beat, and I'm still going to be there. I just announced, but I just posted, the other day, about 10 years since my first client. Well, in another 10 years, like, I want to be, I'm here. I want to be way up there, just above and beyond. And I don't want to lose ground to these other people that are also thinking that same way. And I want to far surpass all the people that aren't thinking that way. You know what? They might be at a certain spot now, but if they slack, they're not going to be there later. So, yeah, so just kind of some thoughts on the way I view the industry now. I think there's a lot of really good people in the industry. I think that should just tell us as coaches that we need to keep worrying about ourselves, and keep doing well, and keep getting better, and all these things. Because if you just want to sit back and complain and talk about all the bad things, and that's fine. I think people need to be aware of those things, but I also think that we need to just keep kicking ass, because if not, people are going to pass you. And the people that might pass you are the people that you might have talked badly about in the first place. I don't know. So, yeah, just some of my thoughts. So all the good coaches out there, keep doing good, and keep getting better. And if you think you're a good coach and people are doubting you, then you got to prove it. You got to show your worth. So I hope everyone's doing well, and thanks for watching.